welcome. If you're watching the stream, thanks so much. For the Dragon Slayers, we go through session 27. It'll be a shorter session.
Sheesh, 27.
Yeah, session 27. Once we get to 50, we'll talk with old person voices. Session 50, welcome.
In my day, I could only attack
Back in my day, I could carry a building on my back. No, so as going through a quick recap, the party members made way into Sotork tower that was in the kind of the dungeon area, and then they were able to tunnel out of. They kind of roped themselves around very quickly, getting to the top of the tower as fast as possible. Finding Kalima in this kind of lifeless, unconscious, conduit-like state. They encountered these armored magical figures that seemed to be imbued with things that this name Orcivis that was dropped before, but that was very similar with one of the party members where they picked up the sword and the armor kind of pulled in and the voice of Orcivis went towards them. Defeating those, as well as banishing one and defeating the other, is that Kalima kind of arose, right? That power went through, and they were trying to pull back the one that was banished, right? And kind of channel through that magic. And it didn't seem to be from Kalima's own purpose, right? It wasn't like she was acting or any way. She was just being a conduit, and then the power was coming potentially from Orcivis right through to get this figure back, this knight back. Now, Grugash was pleading, right? There was a bargain even struck from Grugash at the time, was being cautious about destroying the tower, and then after that happened, began to just absolutely wreck it apart. After Kalima was killed, right, officially out, Grugash just started just toppling the tower, just destroying it in this kind of blood crazed insanity, right? Just started going after it, and that's when a figure appeared, Magello, coming into space, and seemed to kind of stabilize a part of the actual tower and had it hovering in midair for a brief moment before teleporting you all to safety. Now, this Magello kind of went into it and that they couldn't give you a complete and total information. One question. And just passively, and maybe even some of the words that Magello said, was that they couldn't. They couldn't give you more. They could only give you enough for whatever one question you had. That was all that they could provide. They seemed to know names. Magello seemed to know names. Seemed to be aware of also the situation of what had happened, and brought you here on the teleport, the altar of flowers. That was what was told. So, anyways, that's where we're going to pick up as Magello has left. And that's where we're going to go ahead and start the session. So go ahead and pause it and cue some ambiance.
Real quick, because you reminded me by doing the recap. Grugash called Kalima his queen, right?
Correct.
I don't think we heard that before, right? Like, none of us have heard him be referred to as a queen, right?
No, you haven't heard Kalima being referred to as a queen, okay. Nor have you heard Grugash referred to as queen.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure I heard that right. All right, where to?
Well, I should think we are finished here, and I'd rather not stay in the marshes where a dragon resides, and is probably after my life, especially.
Yeah, kind of a bastard. Killed him. Again.
Should we let the matriarch know what happened?
Yeah, we're here. Not a bad thing to do.
I mean, yes, but there's also the matter of her daughter.
Which one? Oh.
Just more reason to let her know, if anything.
don't think she'll be exactly happy with us if we come back with her child, deceased.
Well, I mean, she knew the risks, right? She was like cool with her going out too. So, I mean,
I'm sure she's going to find out eventually, so it's probably better if we just tell her now.
I mean, Rocks seem to have some idea about bringing her back.
I look at Ferox.
I don't. Why are you all looking at me for? Let's go.
all right, let's go.
I mean, I guess.
Just walk in, right?
You see the trio of rocks there in front of you, two of which are slightly smaller, the other one's taller. Again, raging in kind of feet as it stands too, and the face of it is completely flush. It looks like stone, but as far as you all know, that you simply walk through into this void space, and voila, magic happens. The difference with this is that none of you have ever gone through here without the help of a character known as Sylvis, right? The actual that Sylva, the actual like kind of fey type creature that was very plant-like, or Trisha's help. So none of you have actually gone through of your own in a way, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. Just it's never happened yet.
I gotta try running through really fast.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Anything you can run into it really fast. Yours have more.
I'm gonna try to
carry more
touch it and go
punch than I
through.
do.
You're gonna try to touch it and go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go in.
Hand first to walk in.
You kind of push your hand inwards as you kind of fall through the actual stone that's faced out towards you, right? And you see Kyler just kind of almost disappear into the stone, the actual rock itself. There you're in a blackness and a void, and there's this slight kind of light that begins to kind of glow outwards from the back end about 5 feet away from you, and you kind of take a step towards it and you reach and you touch. There seems to be kind of a probe through your inner being, but eventually your vision becomes destroyed, kind of deteriorated. There's this kind of growth that's happening around you, and it seems as though that this has been successful.
Whee!
I'll follow.
I have to roll a new character sheet. That was it. Kyler just got disintegrated.
Okay. Is everyone following Kyler?
Yes.
So upon entering, you kind of sprout on these buds as they do kind of unfurl themselves in leaves, as well as the flower petals kind of around. As they kind of come down around, right, they dissolve almost into the actual ground, the earth. You see a few different Salinar, these druids that are kind of standing nearby and looking in the direction of all of you as you've kind of bloomed outwards. They just kind of stare in your direction and don't say anything.
Cool.
The vine dome is enclosed. As you approach Kyler, it begins to kind of unfurl itself and open. Pulls back. It's the matriarch of Selena, sitting almost crisscross with the staff across the lap. Head is currently down, then looks up towards you as the vines pull themselves back. As the head comes up, she looks towards all of you. Welcome. You have returned. And I have felt a great change in the scope of the nature around. Talus is happy. Talus has seen that its purpose can finally be achieved. And for that, the Salinar are grateful. Looks, I see you are void of one. Where has Trisha gone?
Awkward.
I look to everyone else.
You can't tell what Marshall looks like. Oh, you see his mask, and he's just kind of looking at Kyler and see what he does.
I actually don't know what happened to Trisha.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
It's very true. You have no
Don't
idea what
you
happened.
don't actually. Shit.
I mean, Trisha's body was there.
Trisha gone to the forever
Yeah, I saw
box.
the body.
You know
You
what I
saw
mean?
the
What
body of
happened?
Trisha, but you don't know what happened to Trisha. That's right.
Yeah. So Trisha died fighting Grugash.
She looks down to the earth. And she gave her life for her people to the end. Tell me, how did this dragon die?
The first two times, or is still alive as far as we know.
Grugash is alive.
As far as we know.
Yes, he was killed by another member of our party. Had been revived, and then I dealt another blow that should have finished him, but his body was taken elsewhere, and I guess he was revived once more after that event. We encountered him as we enacted the change you felt about the land.
Confusion on the
Kalima
face.
said as well.
And what about the towers? What have you revealed upon their nature?
Decoys.
What do you mean?
Actually. According to one of Grugash's allies, but not really. Just decoys in the main tower was what was the name of that one again? The central one?
Siltoric.
Okay. Siltoric, yeah. Siltoric Tower actually held what looked like half of Kalima.
Kalima was alive.
Didn't look like it.
Not
really.
quite. She was more of a foci for whatever being was affecting the lands.
Orsiphus.
A fuel source, in a way.
Touches into the ground, reaches into the earth. It is a little bit of purple and pink lightning cackle out in her eyes, trace with it as well. She looks and stares at all of you, closing the eyes once more. And you, Ferox? Has Kalima perished? Is she no more destroyed?
Rosh just has this kind of like dejected look on her face. Goes, I don't know. I tried to save her, but I don't know.
Stands up now, stares at all of you.
I whispered to Kyler, I don't think she's happy.
It's more disappointed.
With Grugash still alive, I fear that what has happened will return. But I will not play naive and do not tell you that I did not know that Kalima was the source. Why don't you all take a seat? I can share a story with you all that would make sense.
Look at Maestro. I wonder if this explains why she was cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sit on the log. Oh, come on, Aika. You can scooch in.
My spot
He
now.
took the spot.
738 years ago,
Jesus.
Belima, matriarch to Salinar, had invoked the powers gifted to her by Talus in an attempt to stop the congruence to the Feywild. Talus works in many ways. From my experience, Talus gives power when requested, but it does not differentiate between what it is that you're requesting versus the consequences that might lead. In truth, after Kalima had attempted to use her power to corrupt the artifacts that were found by Mosatra and used to extend the bridge for all time whenever they needed to the Feywild, it's truly her that gained that power instead. It's truly her that became corrupted. She became the vessel, the new artifact, if you will. Talus's power is great. The cup ever flowing, never ending. Kalima, in her efforts to stop the congruence in the Feywild, was successful. But this bridge cannot easily be destroyed. That goes beyond Talus's power. The Feywild, it sits in mirror to the Shadowfell, and with the prime material plane in between. The bridge was redirected. It traversed. I am truly the matriarch after Kalima. My age is roughly 1472 years, preserved by the gifts that Talus provides and this place that we all reside. I watched as Kalima grew hatred in her heart for Thixia, for all people. That came from the Feywild, from the Autumn Vale. We followed our matriarch till the end. We saw the corruption bestowed when she returned. She was not allowed to pass through. Her travel was restricted. She could not come to this place. Begins to walk around the pool, putting the staff into the water and swirling, and she begins to walk around. See, there's one thing about this place Talus's protection provides, and why Grugash can never get here or ever harm us, is that if you are not pure of heart in your direction, in the perceptions of Talus, you will be destroyed upon entry. If any of you ever meant to deal harm, present, past, or future, Talus would foresee. Concept that goes beyond many of our humanoid minds. But as Salinar, we greatly pride ourselves on being in the forefront of that, learning and adapting. I do apologize if I did not give you this information earlier, but as you can see, we do not simply allow outsiders to pass through, especially touches the neck. One's asking for things so near and dear. Salinar, grateful for your help. We really appreciate it. Me as matriarch, I could never see a brighter day than today after what had happened to Kalima. Even after I, newly elected, went after Kalima at an attempt to destroy her. I took the Salinar. Those that were not aligned with Kalima still in Thixia or surrounding areas. We lured Kalima to a meeting place. She was fearful and did not want what had happened to her. We attempted to stop it. But a voice from deep within her mind took control. A great shadow of power consumed her. We lost dozens of lives on that day. I myself was scarred. She moves her hand over her belly and retreats, and you see this massive black kind of lesion that just goes across. I have spent the better part of hundreds of years attempting to heal this very wound. Alas, it does not. It was at that point that Grugash made an entrance, an appearance. We had never seen such a beast before, never once laid eyes on it. As it landed and curled itself, it gave a warning. Never to make way for Thixia. Never to make way for the towers, to leave them. We did not stop. We knew the protection the towers provided in this place, we would be invulnerable. And we were sure at that moment that Kalima was truly gone. There was no breathing, no life, there was nothing there, nothing natural. It seems as though Kalima was still within a state all along, always in that tower. Always thought after that moment when I saw Kalima without legs, organs missing from the body, we used our powers to destroy her. But there could have been a different way. It didn't have to be quite like this. Such gruesome and explicit and vivid atrocity. It seemed as though we were the very creatures that we were fighting, willing to just kill. Perhaps that's why I've just stayed here with my people, not allowing them to leave, except on scouting missions to really just sate the curiosity. I do vow to this to you all. Now that you have done what you have done, that you have done great for the Salinar and the marshes. We will do what we can against Grugash. Our powers are significant. And we will attempt to continue this restoration and hope that it spreads throughout, and we may once lay eyes on the redwoods as they were before, and no longer with this place hide vile and hideous monsters, the shadow, and dark. Comes back to the leaf pile and sits down upon it. Free to rest, to stay as long as you like here. Is there any questions you have for me?
This one is not really urgent, but I'm gonna approach her with King Buck's crown. If he's still alive, can you give this back to him?
Looks towards it. Sets it down alongside. I can see to it that it is done. if this King Muck still lives.
Yeah, it didn't look very good, but yeah, we'll see.
Tell me, why do you have this crown?
We had a plan that didn't go very smoothly to get one of the last crystals. We tried to barter. He didn't like what we offered.
I see.
That's a lie.
Looks towards you.
Well, the Muckluck were powerless. What we did, we stole from them at Knife's Edge. You all still have their treasure tucked in your bags.
Not me.
I never lied. I said we tried to barter. He didn't want to, so we had a plan to get the stone.
The stone, yes. Not everything else.
I literally even made it a point. I only took the crown. That's the only thing I took. So I'm returning it. That seems like a weird detail to get hooked on there. We don't know too much about Orsiphus. Do you know anything that could help us understand?
Only
Anything
from
about
those that were touched by the corruption. They do not survive.
All right.
Orsiphus is a great and powerful god. On the Shadowfell, he maintains large and vast territory. His methods are of manipulation, terror, and horror. He is now a lesser deity. It has been foretold by Talus, through the eyes of my wisdom, that he, along with others, were responsible for why the Shadowfell and Feywild even exist. Moves over to the pool. As the staff within begins to swirl once more, this lightning begins to spit out from the pool, forming almost a cloud above, and shadows and shapes begin to merge from it. In the creation of Cosmos, there was a period where Celestial and Infernal became their own. Prime Material Plane was their arena of creation, was their place to demonstrate their great many talents, magic and chaos. But the Prime Material Plane was far. It's not of their own domains, and could not contain the amount of chaos that was put within it. Could not handle the amount of magic, creation that had been bestowed. Orsiphus, like other deities that are now plagued to the Feywild of Shadowfell, used their magic to twin Prime Material Plane to two mirror planes. Orsiphus does not contain the power that he once had. It's truly the motive of this deity. To gain influence, to gain power. I can almost assure you, this particular moment, this particular place, was foreseen by Orsiphus long ago.
All right.
You all must be hungry, I'm sure. Travel
Mhm.
such as yours must be harsh. Stomps the quarterstaff into the ground. Its fruit begins to regrow from the actual vines. Some flowers begin to kind of plume in an exponential as they kind of grow. I will leave you all to rest. If you have need of me, simply call, and I will be here. You are great heroes. I appreciate your service.
Thank you. Before you go, just so you know, Grugash, I think, is actually vulnerable now. Can't say for sure because we haven't killed him again, but I think you can actually kill him if, run into him. So you're not defenseless completely.
I see.
If
Turns
he even
around,
sticks around.
walks back to the leaf pile. As this flower begins to kind of go around, encompasses the matriarch, eventually dissolving and falling into the earth. The matriarch no longer in there. The vines themselves regrow around the entrance and trace it. All left here within the space of your own.
I think it's gonna start chowing down on fruit.
Fuck yeah.
At least for a little bit.
I bet being
Gross.
resurrected is a hungry thing.
Rox, what's that all about?
What's what all about?
The whole telling about the conflict with the Mukluk. Like Kyler had perfectly explained that yes, we had a confrontation with them, didn't go well. I don't
Did
think
it
she
go
really
well?
needed.
Really? That's how we're gonna say it?
It didn't.
Okay.
That is completely true.
I think we've all had a hard day. I think maybe we rest and talk about all this in the morning. What do you say?
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Sleepy times.
Sitting down for a long rest. Sounds
Damn
good.
straight.
During the night when everyone else is asleep, we're gonna go over here and drink some of the water and meditate a bit.
Okay. Drink some of the water, spooning in the middle of the night while everyone's resting. I imagine
The
this point
silly straw.
you're kind of sleeping. Some of you obviously you pour it into your mouth here, and you begin to take in the water. Your consciousness becomes connected with the great many grove here that have been brought into the same water, into the same connection of Talus. As you begin to meditate and spend time, a voice actually reaches out to you in your meditation. It's Talus itself. What happened?
You want all the details?
Tell me why. Simply why.
Why what?
Why has Kalima gone?
Well, that depends on whose opinion you're asking. But I guess the popular one is that she couldn't be saved and she was a conduit for the Shadowfell.
I see.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
When you make your deals with new people, I understand you gotta stay in the grove, yes. But are you able to, leave and then maybe come back one day after you're done.
That is what you promise. And that is what it will be.
Maybe. Listen, I don't know if you can give what I want. I couldn't save Trisha, and then I couldn't save Grugash, and then I couldn't save Kalima. Do you have something like I just want to be able to save people as long as I'm alive, something like that.
See. And for this reason, you will return, as I can see. Give all of yourself for the well-being of others.
Kind of like pause for a moment. I had always intended to go back to my own home. I have my own plans, but I don't know. I think when you're on a journey, you learn things, right? And sometimes you have to be prepared to make sacrifices.
Speak with truth. And for that, your vision, your meditation comes to a void space. You see the tree, again, this encompasses large and tall, and this void space of black with mirages of different kind of figments moving around, similar to the outstretched of the actual bark. There's a crack begins to form 3 feet in front of you, begins to space apart. This purple and pink kind of lightning begins to cackle around the actual spaces of the bark. It begins to split in this bright white light and traces. Come home, and it will be done.
Takes another moment thinking about it, and goes through.
Okay. As you go through, the lightning begins to trace your body, sparkling in different parts of figments of your skin and all manners as you're almost floating within a space of bright white light, and this energy is almost coming towards. And it feels as if you're falling, just falling for a period of time that seems has to have been months. By this point, you arise in your meditation by the pool, eyes open, the same state that you were. You imagine that you were there for a great time. And as you begin to think about it, remember and grasp, it's almost as if it's a dream. And you lose it. It's no longer there. The time itself. The voice of Talus, no longer there either. You know it happened, but it was like a dream.
Kind of just like mumbles towards the water. Well, you better come through on your end. Goes to sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and take your long rest. Without any concept truly of a time in this space, taking your long rest, you kind of, some of you begin to arise, right? Depending on how long you actually need to rest for, based on your race and things. Either way, you kind of resting and sleeping, and eventually you all begin to arise, and The state of this place is unchanged. Nothing seems to be different about it at all. Linus looks towards you, Micah. Hey, miss you? You want some coffee?
That would be wonderful. Thank
You
you.
miss you. Grabs out the comb, begins to comb you, and hands you a hot pot of Joe.
Drink the coffee and wait for everyone else to start waking up.
Gotta do the routinely 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
Oh shit. Let's try my phone.
What is a phone?
It's
Master, you and your technology.
I mean, all I would be doing in the morning is just working on this star, repairing them.
Start back up. Kyler doing push-ups
Damn straight.
and warmed up. Rox, you are late to arising, but eventually you do. See from a flower beginning to bloom in one of the corners. Silas kind of unfurls from it, stretches outwards, and looks almost kind of curling and looking left and right. Is it true?
Is what true?
Yeah, what? It's a very broad question there, buddy.
Yeah.
That you all have done the unthinkable. That it is becoming once again the Redwoods.
Yup.
What it looks like, at least.
That
Is there any more mist?
It is retreating.
There we go.
Stares at kind of the direction of kind of in the top that end of the map. Just kind of looks, snaps back to all of you. Points to you three. Aika, Maestro, and Kyler. You all give this danger to myself are in danger.
Wait,
What?
from whom?
Be careful what you say and do from here forward. I would suggest I have to go. Puts the hands out. You see a blossom begin to unfurl them. They kind of dissolve and disappear into the floor of the space.
We're ended the routine a little early. We're gonna start getting ready.
I think it's time to pack up. You know, cryptic warnings from
Just-
motherfuckers. You know,
Yep, no more motherfucking fruit. Just
I didn't eat any of it.
okay, good. Okay, you want to vomit with me? I can stick my finger down your throat. Your thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, you got a big mouth. I don't know. That'd be hard.
Got a pretty mouth.
All right. So, guess I'll just start to gather my things.
Okay.
All right, let's skadoodle.
Skedaddle.
Yep. Oh God. They're not moving.
Blossom begins to form over by the leaf pile.
Oh
Begins
shit.
to unfurl from leaf things. Hands. Are you all leaving so soon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have other things to do, responsibilities to take care of. A lot of people are relying on us. Like, we helped you guys out. It's great and all, but we were also helping some other people out, and we need to go let them know what's up now.
We do have people to report to for an update. They've been waiting. Actually, we don't even know how long we've been in here, to be honest. The fog really messes with you. You say and do some weird things. So I think we should report back.
Yes, of course. Of course.
But we appreciate everything you've done to help us.
It's an arm to the vines as they begin to unfurl and open.
I was wondering, it's meeting you. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Sister, farewell.
Wait, did I close that? Sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I was trying to grab my token. Sorry, I couldn't. You're trapped in here with frogs. Good luck. Good luck, you guys.
He just lets it shut and it hits Iker right in the face.
Dude, are you sure? I don't care what anybody says. I'm just leaving. I'm just.
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't think I can trust that thing. I don't care. Let's just go.
You leave the thing and you're underneath
Yep.
Alice. And at this point, you're kind of looking around and anticipating maybe some sort of teleportation or something, but nothing happens.
I think we're gonna die here.
What was that guy who just wanted his name? Call him. Get him to take us there now.
It's Silas. Silas. Can we still see her from? Yeah, we can. Fuck. Just waving casually.
She's sitting down, stacked across the lap. Not looking at you all, just in
okay.
deep meditation. Many of the
Okay.
druids are moving about from you, and they're different kind of leaflets of their huts that they've constructed, and there's creatures and fae moving about in this grove. They're all
We
just
just have to.
doing their daily business.
Do we have to think about the bed of flowers really hard? I don't know how the fucking magic works.
Brain blast.
Like, yeah, fucking just. I'm gonna try this. Oh, it worked!
Get back,
Guys!
Kyler! Get back on my map now.
God has spoken to me. Shit. All right, never mind. Don't go there.
I need everyone to roll flat intelligence checks at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's pretty. Or Kyler really thrives. I think we all know that. Oh, okay. Actually, could have been a lot worse.
22, 18. I kept Maestro. So intelligence check going through remembrance is that you have only been allowed to leave. It has always been the matriarch to send you back.
Gonna fucking die here.
Well, turning around.
Maestro, get Ishtar ready because we might have to blow our way out of here. Okay. All right, door stuck. We'll go to maintenance and get that checked out and put in a ticket and should be done ASAP. Oh, hey, what's up? Fucking owl, Linus.
He's just
The man left Linus.
So, I don't think the exit's working like last time. It's been a little while, I think.
Your meditation opens an eye and looks towards you. Yes. Well. Stands up, looks towards you. You all have done a great service to the people. My grove, my druids, Salinar. You have all failed to kill Grugash.
Now that's not true. We killed Grugash. Twice, in fact.
Raises a hand, you see the vines begin to unfurl themselves as your backdrop. Alice sees all. You will not go after Grugash after this. Grugash will still live. And I have foreseen from one of you that has taken a pledge with Talus, interlinked your mind, stares towards you, Ferox, that you actually brought this dragon back to life.
Turns head towards Ferox.
Everyone looks at Ferox all at once.
Listen, I brought him back to give him a second chance. I wasn't the one that immediately showed him that people would instantly judge and kill him again.
And for what purpose, sister, have you brought this dragon back to life?
Because nobody was raised to be evil. Nobody's born to be evil. And everybody deserves a second chance.
Looks towards you all.
I'm pretty sure Gurgash was meant to be evil, but it's just my opinion.
It's back towards you, Ferox. And sister, will you die for this belief?
Something that's just a part of me that's never going to change.
It's the staff as it grows from the hand, slightly elongated, and begins to whirl the tip. It stomps into the ground. So be it. I will return. Begins to blossom and grind and begin to unfurl. Matriarch disappears into the flowers. It just dissipates.
May have had a chat with Talus.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not.
I want a cigar because I think this is it. Smoke them if you got them. I'm gonna go sit down and light a cigar.
I wasn't going to say anything. You know, you're to do choose, but yeah, I know about the chat.
Maestro, grab a cigar.
Fucking like,
Fuck.
just for the hell of things, like Ishtar just like unfurls like a lighter in her arm and just like lights it up.
Rocks. You made a deal with Talus to try and bring them back, didn't you?
I'm not sure. Kinda asked for something, but I don't know. He never.
Wait, so you never got it? You don't know what you got in return?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't seem like a fair trade. But
I'm not surprised meeting that tree had like the mental capacity of like a 6-year-old. Didn't know where it came from or anything. So I mean, see negotiations being a little weird. I'll give Ferox that one. The tree's a little weird. I'll give that one to Ferox. Could we at least assume the intentions were good, or do we have another Gurgash scenario here? We're not sure.
Listen, I don't know. You're the smarter ones. Ika, at least. I asked for the power to save people for as long as I live. That's it.
Oh,
That's very
it's pretty broad.
yes.
That could be bringing people back to life. Could be just out of character 1d6 healing. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. We kind of the spectrum there is big, right? I mean, Kalimo's able to open some some crazy shit, and I mean, who knows what you'll get? So I don't know. Hey, Ika, catch. I'm gonna throw something at Ika and see if Frox can heal.
Oh my god.
I'm not actually gonna. I'm not gonna PvP. I'm not gonna throw anything.
He throws a javelin.
I miss my javelins. Punch Tenzin, maybe he's just sitting here. He likes being punched. Well, shit. Okay. Have you tested your powers at all, or gifts,
Woke up.
whatever?
I woke up
Okay.
feeling. Listen, all I know is, well, it kind of felt like more than 1 month had passed by back in that dream. And then I kind of woke up just feeling like I did normally.
All right.
So you entered the vac. Not sure if you actually got into anything from it. And now we're stuck here.
I want to hear about it from you.
What?
I don't even know what that means. There's a lot of implications.
You act like I've done so many terrible things.
But you're the reason that Grugash decided he was gonna rip up the tower. Had it all under control. He wasn't attacking. But no, let's just throw the dagger.
I was by the window. He was ripping up the tower.
He wasn't.
All right, DM.
Not-
I'm gonna ask because I was fighting him. Was he ripping up the tower?
He didn't just start destroying the tower until after.
Well, no,
Clean was
I
dead.
know, not destroying it, but like him, a dragon attaching to a tower top.
I mean, the
I know the
concept
difference
of
between him attacking and
in the concept of Grugash. One of the notes that was mentioned several times is the fact that he was
Yeah.
taking extra precaution not to destroy the tower while he was engaging. That's why he wasn't engaging with the acid breath or with the multi attack. He was specifically like taking the entire action to not crumple the top of the tower as he was swinging his claws through.
Oops.
Don't think it's negotiating with a clearly unstable dragon under control.
Think what you will, but you didn't even give it a chance.
Yeah, I think the whole him, eviscerating Trisha's body and threatening to throw Ika into the lake of acid was enough for me to get a clear picture on him. That's not a very stable dragon. I mean, we were on the verge of killing him, and he chose to taunt instead of doing anything else.
And while we're on subject, you chose to, in that situation, with two of our allies down, and Ika and Kyler have traveled with you much longer than I have. In that instance, instead of reviving one of them, you revived the dragon.
I'm not gonna debate that with someone like you. You just don't understand.
Understand?
If that is true, I guess the word is disappointed. I just thought you may have valued my life a little more than that. Obviously things worked out in the end, but
Not yet.
yeah, not yet. I mean, I'm here, and apparently I died and wasn't
Yep.
brought back in favor of Grugash.
You're gonna go like sit next to Aika. Aika, listen. You asked earlier if I had a plan for when you fell. I don't want you to get this confused. Don't think, not even for a second, that I don't have each and every one of your lives as my top concern. Even you, Maestro, despite our differing views.
Rox, are you touching Ika?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
With me?
Yep. See as Harax touches you again, this pink and purple cackling light begins to sprout from the hands and tracing you. Like you now have 59,062 experience points, and you have all memories of what happened in Grugash's lair.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh, that's awkward.
I just looked at her like,
that's a little fucking awkward.
You notice
It kinda,
as
like,
you
looks away.
entraced this Farax, you are at exhaustion level 3.
Holy shit.
Tired and fatigued, barely awake, your energy drained. You're able to sustain yourself with a wisdom saving throw of the power that was unleashed from your body.
Holy shit.
kind of just looks at her like,
Mid conversation.
is that me? I'm
What?
feeling a little tired. I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
Hold on. You. Not yet. No.
Uh-oh. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Let's go watch this. Come on.
Whatever you did, I remember now.
Oh shit.
And
Did you really not save me after that?
I was going to save you no matter what happened.
I used the last of my power to try and save Trisha, and you couldn't be bothered to just save me afterwards.
I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying. I was going to save you no matter what happened, regardless whether it was in the first minute or the next day.
very good.
Alright. Truth is, I didn't expect you to save Ica. I fully expected Ica to be dead forever. This is the life of a war. You will lose friends,
No,
companions. Yes, you do. That's what happens. People die. For me, it was the resurrecting of the enemy that just killed two of her allies that I still haven't heard a really good explanation.
okay.
The death of Ica and Trisha is, for me, just a part of what we're doing. That comes with the territory.
You have a drink.
Do I? I don't actually
I-
know. Let me check. I don't know.
He
I
goes
should.
right into his bag. Do I still have
Yeah.
my drinks?
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna need a drink for this chat.
Yes, I have 4 bottles of rum from Yadir. So I'll fucking toss you a bottle. It's corked. Don't worry. I'll toss you a bottle of rum. Hey, Ika, you want one? After everything that you just heard.
I'll hold my hand out for one.
Fuck yeah, throw it back. Maestro, here. Uncork. We got 4 bottles, 4 open. Let's do this.
And I mix it with my coffee.
This man is nothing but class. Ika is a.
Oh,
Woo.
I take the one that was handed to me.
Fucking
you're-
clink that shit.
Throwing the bottles around, 2 flower blossoms begin to sprout, one of which is the matriarch.
Oh,
unfurls
come
in
on.
person,
Come on.
and another is the body of Trisha.
Wait, what? Wait.
As the staff is standing down, staring at the body, matriarch looks towards you, Farax, exhausted of 3rd level, stares directly towards you. The gift of Talus has brought fruition to you. But, as you have stated, you will do what must be done, regardless of the cost. Looks towards the body of Trisha. It's back to you.
kind of puts the bottle down.
Then it will be done.
Kind of like trudges over, just gets on both knees and just puts both hands on Trish and is just like mentally thinking, "Come on, please."
Some saving throw.
God.
Not supposed to.
No, you have
No,
disadvantage.
that
Your
wasn't
staff's level 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Still rolled the
Yeah.
same though. So
You hold
that's
the
you know,
hands.
it's not terrible.
Fatigued, the energy begins to sprout from your body and tracing Trisha's body as you see Trisha's wounds becoming healed from the crushing, the acid, and the burn of the damages. Trisha arises once more, but as that happens, Rox, you take exhaustion level 5.
God.
You see, after the exhaustion levels passed on, the energy and the amount of from your fatigueness begins to half your hit point maximum. And kind of barely awake and your eyes opening, the matriarch stabs the staff into the ground, looks towards you all, and smiles as a bloom begins to blossom and disappears. This begins to fall into the earth. Matriarch no longer in the space. Trisha still unconscious at this point. Still asleep. Right? Body, but is healed. The heart begins to beat.
It's the weirdest jail
Anybody
I've
else
ever been in.
confused?
I'm gonna be real. I've been in some weird jails, but this is the weirdest one.
I haven't, though some of my compatriots have. I'm still very much confused.
Rox just kind of gives like a half grin. It's like, looks like she's just having trouble staying awake at this time.
So anyway, like you were gonna say,
Uh,
start sipping from the bottle.
Absentmindedly starts drinking theirs as
Yeah.
well. Just
Cheers! I'll drink to that, bro.
I look at does Ferox like visibly look exhausted?
Rox cannot move right now.
Oh my god.
Rox cannot move at this exhaustion level. In fact, one more exhaustion level, Rox would be dead.
I'll drag Ferox
So-
like a bit
Are
away.
you sure you want to touch frogs?
Yeah, I'm good.
The
As
best
long-
way
apparently I was-
to
Poke him with a
describe
stick.
this recourse, especially to you, Ferox, it might have become apparent, was do you choose to kill yourself in doing this to resurrect
Oh yeah,
someone?
in that moment she was prepared to.
Correct. So that was
Suicide is
the
badass.
test that seemed to be portrayed at this point. So Trisha is unconscious, seems to be kind of asleep and laying down. Unmoving. Ferox, you're completely exhausted at this point. You're also probably questioning how did they get Trisha's body at this one point in time. And
Not really.
Everybody
As long as
Okay.
she's alive.
you begin to move. Well,
I
I mean,
am.
sure. I think the rest of the party is probably like,
Yeah,
wait. Ike, you begin to
Trisha's
move.
like,
So anyway, I started swinging. No. I can hold Frox's eyes open. What? No, that would... Like, by the way, I've flipped slides. Damn it, Art, what's up?
We'd all be doomed.
Okay, sorry, Michael.
You're good. No, I'm just giving you a general vibe of what is happening.
Yeah.
You go. Continue.
So she's unconscious.
Unconscious, yeah.
I'm gonna
Which is
go and
strange.
just shake her.
She's an
Not
elf,
gonna-
so it's strange.
Yeah. I'm gonna just not like shake her violently, but just try to like, you know, nudge her a little bit.
hey,
See if
hey,
she's
wake up, wake up.
She opens the eyes,
finally
outstretches and
awake.
looks towards you, grabs your shoulders on either side. Kyler, is that you?
Oh my god, yeah. What? Yes,
Puts the
hello.
hand to your cheek. Kyler, how am I here?
The matriarch brought you here, I think.
Matriarch brought me back to life.
No, Ferox, I'm gonna point towards Ferox, really struggling there. But Ferox is kind of
On the body, still prone, kind of crawls over to you, knowing that you're prone at this point, most likely and exhausted. Looks towards, just stares. Is this true? How is it? How?
Praise Talus.
We made a deal with
No.
Talus.
Do the praise the sun emote.
You did what? You fought so hard for me not to take the right, and yet you.
Oh yeah, I forgot she didn't do that.
Why?
Gives a smile and is like, sometimes you got to make sacrifices.
Tears begin to envelop the eyes. You rest now. She kind of taps you on the kind of the shoulder region, the arms, kind of caressing a little bit, and kind of stands up at this point. Looks around to you all. Is Grugash dead? Did we win?
Nope. Kalima's dead. But, or are you dead?
We're
I
gonna
don't
have
know.
a long talk.
No, it's okay. We can sum it up real quick. I think Kalima's officially gone now. Grugash, most likely still alive. We really can't say for sure. We were teleported out of there. I mean, I can't say for sure, but I'm
By
assuming
who? Who saved you and teleported you out?
my main man Magello, of course.
Who is this person you speak of?
I don't know. I've only met him like twice, so. But good guy. Saved us from falling in a tower.
What will you do next?
Well, we're trapped here, as far as I can tell. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink myself silly and then just be ready to die. I don't know.
Looks towards the water, kneels down, spoons some of the water, and moves towards you, Ferox, and begins to give it to your mouth. This will
I
help you.
assumed that would work, but
That's a good idea. Well, whatever.
Begins to give you the water. You seem to be sustained rejuvenation, connected to the conscious mind. You see as Trisha begins to take the water as well, drinks it fast. And eyes go wide. You know what you've done. You'll have to return.
One day. But I could be content with that.
Well, rest now. Your job is done. Stands up.
time to drink.
You all enjoy yourselves. The end is not nigh. If I know you, Selena, this is truly a test. You simply must wait and have patience. Your friend has done here what my friend has done. Might have changed the mind of the very matriarch herself. Should be. Patience, yes. She just sits down and all kind of holds your hand down for rocks and just kind of sits there with you at this point, letting you kind of rest, and just moves the hand across your hand and just like looks around and is as confused as all of you at this point.
So you remember everything now.
All at once.
Oh, all at once. That must feel great.
No, if anything, I've got a headache now.
Yeah, it was
It
sarcasm.
might
Okay.
just be the coffee. It might be all my memories returning at once, but you know.
Well,
Master!
maybe- Oh, Jesus.
Master, you died, Master! Oh boy!
All right. Let's move. Let Ferox rest up a little, maybe. Linus, stop yelling. Right next to Ferox.
Master begins to grab you, the talons on either side with the wings flapping, begins to peck you and kiss you. Master, I'm so glad you're safe. Okay, I can't believe we died. Oh, it was not good. Master, I didn't want to lose you.
It's a lot to take in, especially now thinking about everything that happened.
Yeah, let's go sit down, and you might want to sit down for your headache. But oh, you're good, Maestro. You're Gucci.
I'm not moving. I'm moving Ishtar.
Oh, I was saying I'm a squat. You know, get that military squat going.
Master's
Yeah, I mean-
drinking the alcohol.
Dying to a dragon, you two. I'm looking at Trisha. It's a pretty badass way to go. I'm not gonna lie. It's an honorable death. I mean, I didn't think we could bring you back. I just thought you were dead, so I was ready for you to be gone forever. I was just gonna, you know, avenge you.
At least there's that, I
Yeah.
guess.
Who knows?
Man. I could take a big swig of the rum you gave him instead of drinking the coffee. He just takes a swig out of the bottle.
I mean, who knows? Maybe if I live through all this, I'll have a kid, and if you would have died, I would have named him Micah. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't you already have a kid on the way?
Yeah.
That's a bastard. We're not gonna worry about that.
Let's go ahead and retrace exactly.
I already know that. I mean a legitimate child. This was a donation to a charity. Okay, this is a tax write-off.
Kyler, do you remember which Salinar it was that you remember the name?
So, you know, I did write it down, but I don't remember. So we'll just, obviously Kyler didn't write it down, so we're just going to go with no. Kyler doesn't remember. So I think that plays better. Kyler doesn't remember.
Lila.
Lila?
And then
Sounds
Aika was Foxina.
Ooh.
Foxy Mama.
Lion and a fox. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't count that kid. That's for the cause, you know? I'm talking about one I actually, like, want for me. Starting to have a post-nut remorse here with
I
this
guess.
kid after being trapped here.
Post-nut remorse? What?
I can't leave. I'm
Great.
stuck here. I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna raise this kid, and they already said I can't. Oh, that would train that kid to kill everyone here. Anyway, yeah, you died. How do you feel about that? I'm just curious. I've never died before.
Not good. I just remember
Did it hurt?
a lot of pain and then nothing.
Oh, that's pretty good
So-
then.
I wouldn't use the word good for it, but I pat Kyler on the back. Hopefully you won't have to experience it anytime soon.
Oh, don't worry. My death's gonna be great. It's gonna be badass.
He takes
He dies
he
of old
breathes
age.
in, he's like, okay.
Dies of old age. The most fucking jump into battle first is gonna be the last to live and die of old age.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die fighting an orderly. Won't make me take my pills.
What's dying?
Well,
He was gonna like sit down with his back against the log and just
classic.
kind of fully think out what happened. Considering I've only had my memories back for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you think about that, bud.
Big Fonkin.
Oh man, really hope we don't die. Such a stupid way to die. Too many flowers.
You're not going to die, Kyler.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to die next to a puddle. Lame. Maybe a puddle of blood. That'd be cool. What, you guys don't think about how you're gonna die?
No, I don't
Uh.
like
That's
to
not
think
something
about
I
it.
particularly relish thinking about.
In fact, I think I'll like hearing about it even less now.
Yeah, you got that lingering scar there, huh?
Yeah. And now I have to worry about whether I'll be brought back or not.
I mean, I guess there's a plan. I didn't know about that, but I mean, I guess there's a plan. So who knows? Maybe you.
It's a
Again.
conversation for when Ferox can actually move.
Should I kill you now? We could really
We're
test
not
Ferox.
trapped here.
I think
Motherfucker, I see how much I spent already.
Ferox just raises like a middle finger.
Ferox, you ready for round 3, baby?
I can't even move.
Then over to the fat lady sings.
Alright, well, fuck it. Just get a nice day drunk going and chill out.
As
Yeah,
you
nothing else
all
to do.
are chilling out and kind of enjoying the drink, you're getting drunk. Nothing seems to change, and over time, it seems nothing happens. Rocks, as you're resting, your exhaustion eventually is no more. You feel okay. Feel you can do the, get up and move, and you feel rejuvenated. Trisha still at your side, holding your hand. Eventually, your intoxication begins to end. Something becomes apparent is that intoxication of being drunk seems to only last an hour, 2 hours of time, according to what your minds can comprehend. And eventually, through the concept of being here and just living and sustaining yourselves, the matriarch comes back, looms outwards, begins to unfurl, and stands tall with the quarterstaff at the side. I have spoken with the elders, Mr. Ferox. You have done well, and you have achieved great strength. The test has shown us that you are truly one. You have been titled Salinar. You may return, courtesy of what Talus has promised. I will not fool you. When you return, what's up? Nope, nothing.
Heard. Always just disconnected for a second. I don't know
Oh, you
why.
disconnected? Okay. You're like robotic. I was like, wait, you say something?
Yeah.
When you return back to the
Yeah.
altar of flowers, time may not be the same as it once was. Do not fear. We
See
find
ya, Javon.
we have lost one of your party members on Discord. It's truly infuriating.
How did she know that?
I know all.
Talus is a dick.
I know everything. Talus is absolutely a cunt.
Disconnecting everyone.
Oh boy! All right. Well, I mean, mid speech here, might as well just hold off. I don't know what to do. If they come back, that would be unfortunate. They don't come back.
Yeah, that would be on the last session. That'd be
Last
a little bit
session
of
that they're playing with the
disconnect.
group, they disconnect and they're just go back. That would be so bad. All right.
Now we can have an original party,
Yes.
party.
Enjoy the original party. How does this feel? Out of character. Let's just
It's
pause.
fucking small.
We'll just tee up real quick. We'll
Last
tee up.
three
Original party. How's it feel?
It's a little weird.
Yeah, so weird.
Been a
Yeah.
long time.
It has.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day.
that boat ride be a lot different these
Yes.
days.
He's
Yeah.
back.
All these people, I mean, look, I love them, they're great, but they don't know what that boat ride was like. The boat ride was mad different.
That
dog.
boat ride set the stage.
It did. You bond on that boat. It's a different experience.
What happens on the boat stays on the boat. Okay. Well,
Kraken Slayers are
are
coming back.
you back with us here? You good? Internet good?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll pause for a little bit. We'll give 5 minutes or so. Um, at this point, we can go ahead and take I guess a 5 minute break.
Okay.
If you all want to get drinks, go to the bathroom, whatnot, and I'll go and pause the stream. So that way, it gives some time maybe to get back on the internet, and then we can always talk about the original group. So, anyways, if you're watching the stream, thanks so much.
Hello?
We're back. Wait, you're back. Wait, you're back.
He's back.
Are you here with
Yeah.
us? You here with
Yeah,
us?
I hear everything. I'm
Okay.
still in the server, so let me check
Okay.
if I can move.
You're not on the server as far as I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I might have to refresh. Give me a second.
Okay. We're gonna take a break then. We'll let you get relogged, let you get situated. We're gonna take a 5 minute break. So we're gonna be back. So I'll go ahead and get the stream turned over. So if you're watching, thanks so much. Appreciate it. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
today.
All right, stream's turned over. Here, coming back in. Thanks so much for watching for the RP based shorter session. Party member's missing, but we're having a good time. So, kind of getting right back into it with the conversation. I'm gonna snap into character really fast with that. Test that was taken. The ambience turned on as well. I should do that. That'd be good. Looks towards you, Ferox. You have shown that you can be one of us. It's true Salinar, someone that is willing to sacrifice themselves for the gift that Talus gave them. And the oath, the right that they declared. Which is why destroying Kalima was so troublesome to us. Respecting the gift that Talus had provided did not seem like the correct decision. Yeah. When you all go back, and I take you to the altar of flowers, and you return to your plane, time will be different. You will not necessarily be the same month and the same day.
How long has it been?
Your timeline. It has been 5 months.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck!
It may have only seemed like minutes, hours, while you were here. That is merely the power that this construct has. Influence upon distinctions across whatever perceptions you have is able to morph and change. Again, do not fear. I apologize for any transgressions I might have imposed upon you with this suddenness, but it was necessary, for we have done what you could not. But only that we could simply because you opened the door. Farewell, chosen ones. And may you always and forever restore balance.
Rox just kind of gives a thumbs up at the end. It's like, I'll see you again.
Okay. So as
I
the
fucking
flowers begin to unburl themselves and enthrall you all, comes apparent to you, Ferox, as you're holding the hand of Trisha. There is no flower over Trisha. There is no teleportation that's happening for Trisha. As you begin to unfurl yourselves, you come into the same spaces, the south side of this altar of flowers. Back towards, looks like we're losing Maestro.
Oh.
What's more, we're going to go ahead and keep going, though. We'll keep it up. Hopefully they join us back up. As you come into this space, the flower petals unfurl themselves, then begin to fall down, dissolving to the ground, which is similar to what happened in the actual grove, but now is happening in this particular place, which is rather interesting. You're now here, looking around. Daylight ensues. You can see the sun. A slight trickle of rain is now falling around from a few clouds that are kind of pushing past. Many of the trees here, in fact, all of them actually have leaves. It's unclear of what season it might be, but they have leaves. And the shrubs themselves are full, many of them fruiting, and full Those creatures mucking about. Deer, boar, bear, moving, shrouding into the actual, around the trees, looking towards, of a great abundance. You don't see any fog. There's nothing like that anymore.
We
Ain't
feel
that
normal.
something?
I'm assuming.
Hmm?
We feel normal now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels
Because I
normal.
remember the fog had like a weird effect on us or whatever. So
Yeah, you feel like this shroud of concept of time has ended, but without any reference of what is and now, it's difficult to tell.
We were gone for 5 months.
I planned on being in Boulder a little quicker, but I guess it doesn't matter now.
I have to write some letters, like, as soon as possible, so that everyone doesn't think that I'm dead back
Yeah, I
home.
think I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
5
Let's get back
months?
to the fort.
Yes, please. I want to get out of here.
Conjure the owls.
God, I want to get out of here. Never going into the woods ever. What the fuck?
We really did walk in the woods and then never come out for like 6 months.
Dude, they're gonna think we fucking died. The commander's gonna be like, who the fuck are you guys?
If
Well, think about it. We were already gone in there for God knows how long. Before we even went 5 months went by. It's like, Jesus, it could have been like 6, 7 months at this point. We don't know how.
Talon Falora is doing with that zombie guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably already done with at this point. Like 5 months.
Yeah, we're gonna go over there and like the zombie has taken reign over
That
fucking-
or they're fucking BFFs just drinking and partying, having a good time. Like, dude, you're a cool dude. Like,
the good ending.
God, 5 months. That's a time jump, Michael. Damn.
That's a doozy.
So I pulled the rug out of my feet there.
So, as you begin to ascend on the owls, stretching past, you can see after the majority of this marsh is no longer. These large and expansive trees, some of which have grown now, encompassing great distance of height, upwards of 80 feet in some of them, with these boughs of green. You're embracing the beauty of this swamp and this bog now restored to a forest. Looking towards where the distance, you imagine, hey, that's where the Mukluk were. Trees all around, sprouting. From
Oh,
the
damn,
earth.
they terraformed. Sorry, King Mark.
As you're looking towards the east, the northeast, you can see the trees themselves have spread quickly out, actually, and they've kind of pushed outwards. You're also noticing the wildlife, many of them moving and no longer a fog, and there's just a sense of serenity about this. As you begin to fly, get across a tributary that feeds into the Farron River. You can see Norfolk. There's pillars of smoke actually coming
Oh shit,
from
they're back.
some of the establishments and houses, suggesting that there's people actually living here now. To this point, I ask, are you landing upon the road to walk? Are you continuing to conjure at this distance? You know, you've reached outside of the redwoods. You know,
we're
across the river.
we're using meta magic to extend it. We're just gonna fly all the way to Fort Farron.
Okay. Get as far as you can. Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll recast it. Let me do the calculating. Let's see.
How many casts can you do? Is my question.
Well, yeah, I'm counting the hours with meta
Yeah.
magic. So 5. I could do a total of 8 hours.
Okay. So 8 hours you will have to land then at some point.
Yeah.
It's probably a day of foot travel or day and a half foot travel at that point. So Also going to go ahead and set the new calendar date.
I lack permissions. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see something
I
probably
really
pop up
thought I had permissions, but
as I change the
Joke's on
calendar date there. So as you land,
passed
you
my
begin to kind of walk on the cobbled stretch, aim towards Fort Farron. The day most likely have to camp at least once. I'm not gonna. We don't have to really go through that. We can fast track that. Setting a campsite on the bank of the river as it's beginning to move. The temperature around you, as far as you can tell, is rather similar. Around 55, 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Could get to a high of 63 and then drop down to about 42 or 43. But it's consistent with when the time before. It hasn't changed. The rain itself non-stop through the night. If you have tents, it's just pitching them, maybe finding a nearby tree to kind of hunker underneath. But there isn't much change as far as what you can tell in the season or not necessarily the season, but the temperature and the weather. Definitely understand from the change of the redwoods that there is some blooming happening or starting to happen from some of them. Concluding through that day, come to the next. I'm going to adjust this and then we'll activate this. Come to the
it's
fort.
not bad.
You're on the roads as you begin to march along the riverbank, coming to the south side. You see farmland, many of them beginning to actually plant. They're tilling the fields, getting ready to plant, getting the fields ready. Many of them are kind of moving to and fro, hard at work, continuing past, aim to get back into the fort. Coming into this place, you can see the 15-foot tall walls, 10-foot wide. Very few towers except for the actual kind of gate area there. Even then, they're not really towers, more like platforms. The double-wooden doors are open. People are coming to and from. You can walk through. You look towards the town, cheery, inviting, sounds abundant in this particular place. Chatting, talking amongst themselves. There is a sense of peace about this place, which is different than when you first arrived here. There was necessarily that some of them were clueless, yes, but there was a little bit sense of kind of an urgency, if you will. Some people were the undead attacks that were happening. That is long calmed, it seems. The structures of single, two-story, scattered about within a mix of cobbled and dirt roads. Forested region within. You begin to make way for what? Head towards the keep, towards the tavern.
Maestro, it's your last session. What are you feeling, bud? I think this is, unless I was to say, I think we can give Javon here the final say on where we go.
Yeah?
We'll go
Tavern.
where it all started, the tavern. Not this one, but that's how we met you.
Heading for the tavern. Let me go ahead and get some things set up.
5 fucking months, Jesus, man.
Minimal.
Whew.
That's a minimal time.
That's
Ika's never sent a letter to the people back home. They probably think you died like 3 months ago.
This is my fucking home. They knew I was coming. All of a sudden, I never showed up. So, shoot.
Dang it.
I'll be like, surprise! I pranked you.
Am I
Fucking
Surprise
late?
visit.
I had a
The
kid.
letter's word.
I killed a dragon. Fucking gotcha. Pray for
I
Kyler.
literally
You already know.
died.
Yeah, Echo's gonna have an insane fucking letter.
I died, got turned back time, then I
So,
remembered that I died.
it was a whirlwind of emotions there.
Oh
Although,
god.
like, this could be a good time for you to start studying. Time
Yeah.
wizard lizard. Or start fucking studying. Shit. I'll run up to Aika, grab a shirt. What gear is it? Use your magic. Oh damn. A little claustrophobic here.
Yeah, oh sweet Jesus.
We getting nice and cozy. Oh, is that a window I can go through? Bet.
So as you begin to make your way through town, through the Fort Farron, the town section, you aim for the Lumpinson Tavern. As you can approach, you see that this structure is pretty much similar and identical to how you had left it. It's a humble two-story wooden rock-walled tavern. A single wooden planked rickety door enters into an open common area, riddled with small square tables. Sunken bar and kitchen are decently equipped with middle oven, cupboards, and prep table. Rain falling as it begins to kind of strike as the clouds are moving to and from, swallowing this place, giving note to the Gorn Valley. 90% of the year it rains. The sunken area about 3 feet below, approximately everything is very small, right? So in this particular tavern, banquet table sits there, staircase nearby, fireplace. Everything is almost exactly as how you left it. The Adjur, currently carrying a plate of food, begins to walk over to one of the tables, sits it down. As you all walk in, kind of turns and looks towards and squints at you for a split second. Kind of mutters to himself. Begins to walk away, aims for the kitchen.
Guys, everyone act like
Can I intercept
like
him
everything's
before
normal.
he gets to the kitchen?
Sure, why not?
Old man,
Yeah. Well,
I open my bag and just dump out the mulch or whatever it's called.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
I didn't. I have it in front of you.
Maestro's the only goal for the whole campaign. Bring you out of here the fucking dirt.
Whatever the
fuck-
mushrooms.
Yeah, well, yeah, mushrooms is.
looks at you and stares at your face. What's this?
The mushrooms you asked for when we left.
Looks towards the table,
she
looks
was-
back to you, and goes one-eyed. You've been gone for 5 months.
Yeah.
Got no use
We're
for these
busy.
mushrooms now.
What?
It's been in vain.
Maestro's
whole trip.
only goal this whole campaign. It's all for nothing.
I did not get chased by a dragon, fight a bunch of frogs, kill a dragon, have it come back to life, kill it again, and then have it on the hunt for me for you to not take these mushrooms and give me payment.
Gets a scoop of the mushrooms, taking it to, puts them in the pockets of the apron. I'll take your mushrooms. No problem. Alright?
Okay, that's nice. Payment for the mushrooms.
Shovels in the back pocket, begins to grab a few coin pieces, grabs 3 coin in the hand, looks towards you.
What's the coin that she's trying to give me?
Yeah, just trying to give you 3 coin.
Just
3 gold
3
coins.
coin.
3
3
gold
gold coin.
pieces. Yep.
I'll take them.
It's the thought that counts.
Maestro's gonna hang on to those
Think
for
we're saying
the rest of
we're
his
drink?
life. He's
What did he just say?
You looking for a drink?
I wanted to speak to him in Thieves' Count about getting a ride out of Fort Farron towards... Where were they last at? Let me check the notes I have. 1 second. Last I left them, they were here.
Frogs, look at that jackass over there. You know how bad that is for your posture?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Lathan.
It's gotta be so bad. No lumbar support or anything. God. The fuck.
I think he sees you.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Well, Steve's
Like a
getting
counter says that
right
stands
back to
up, dude's
Lathan.
just gonna be like, oh shit.
Okay, so you're talking Thief's Gate to get a ride to where?
Lathan. The port city that you
It's like
showed us last
the
time.
Las Vegas of Arthur.
Looks towards you and raises an eyebrow. Why do you want to go to Alathan?
I wish to see my old crew. This is all still in Thieves' Can, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm talking like this.
Okay.
Yadier, everyone stops and looks at Yadier. Like, what the fuck?
Something you understand.
Well, I mean, you
very
could just
well.
buy a horse and get on out of here.
I don't want a record of travel.
Oh, I see. Looking for something underneath the table.
Yes.
How much coin you got?
More than enough.
No, I'm serious. How much coin do you have?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
350.
I have 350. I have 50 platinum pieces and 1,005 gold pieces. And 37 silver pieces.
Whew, it's not bad.
300 gold. Call it square. Get you out of here tonight.
Done.
All right. Yep. I get some food with your table. No, yep.
I think that man just mostly grunts. I don't think he actually says anything. Okay, you're smart. What's he saying?
Jumps onto the bar counter, looks towards you.
You know, did everyone in 5 months just gain super?
I'm not exactly being quiet.
No, so
Someone lock the door, lock the windows. That's about
Yadier goes back into the kitchen, starts, kind of rummaging for food, other things. Given the time frame, I'm going to advance it probably to about 10 a.m. is a good time based on from when you woke up. Probably made your way into the actual fort here, the actual town. So there's not many clientele, right? There's not many people in here. Many of them are actual travelers, right? People that have their horses hitched within the kind of corral that's outside of the tavern itself, passing through. And so Yadier is kind of rummaging for maybe what had happened, or what was for breakfast, right? Kind of gathering that, getting that together for you all, and kind of begins to kind of rummy themselves over to the table, slaps down a couple different platters of variety of eggs, bacon, sausage, and kind of hash browns or potato-ish-esque dish. A few spoons in there. Runs back, comes back with a bunch of plates and sets them down, begins to funnel them through. And then after that, goes back again, grabs a small cask, 3-gallon cask, sets it on the end of the table, grabs a small wooden mallet, and begins to put in a spigot into the actual cask. This cask is old, seems. There's many different stamps, potentially of places that has actually been this cask. And these stamps are resembling that of like, if it's similar to like, if you go through like a border, right, you're kind of checked passporting of these goods. And you can kind of notice that there's a variety of places and continents that's been. It begins to kind of grab a few mugs, slosh, and begins to throw them down the actual table after dispensing the liquid into them, and throws them to each of you, one after the other.
Sweet. That's a hero's welcome. I don't know what you paid him, Maestro, but damn. Clearly he liked what you gave him.
Just exchange of goods.
Huzzah.
All right, yep. Here was the forfeit. You all have a good day. Yep. Right. You looking for rooms?
I'm good. I'll just sleep at the keep.
All right. Yep. Do yourself. Let me know anything else. Yeah. Trots back. Jumps over the bar. Gets to clean it.
Micah's gonna make himself a plate and then start like absolutely digging in.
And I'll wait
Hell
until
yeah.
everybody's well and good. Like they finish eating and start drinking or something. Like they would actually be like good to listen.
Yeah. Start eating, drinking, a little more relaxed.
Okay.
I have an announcement to make.
Hmm.
And what is that?
While it's
I guess has his mouth full.
well, it's been an interesting and somewhat enjoyable time traveling with you all. I think my services, myself and Ishtar, would be better served elsewhere.
You.
It was the fireball, wasn't it?
Was it the fireball?
It was the fireball, wasn't it?
No,
Ica.
though that was at one point very much a thing I was upset about. It's not that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I rightfully, and for my own safety at least, cannot continue adventuring with you all.
But hang on,
Especially,
you're chosen one.
What about your stone?
I have something for that too. I'm going to pass it on to someone I think deserves it and will stay with you longer. I'll actually be handing that.
Linus. Gotcha.
Yes,
Guess
Linus. No.
Actually
While it'd be
forgot that
interesting
is-
to see Linus be a chosen one,
Timothy.
it shall be.
Timothy comes door barging.
Timothy jumps through the window. I'm so glad I found all of you. You need to get out of here quickly. The dragon just like lands.
Roll for initiative. Cut to black. Oh
No,
my god.
I
Let's
should be passing it on to Tenzin.
Oh.
the whole bar. Aw. Well, I wish you luck in your future endeavors and appreciate all that you've done to help us out.
Yes,
Put my hand out to shake.
I shake Kyler's hand, of course.
Fucking squeeze the hand. Fucking rage. No. No. Respectful shake. And we appreciate, out of character, appreciate you tagging along. And hopefully, sometime down the line, Maestro maybe comes back. Hopefully. We'll see.
Roxy kind of looks towards Maestro, be like, you know, despite our rough patches, I do sincerely wish you the best, and I mean it when I say, if you ever need anything from us, from me as well, reach out.
I will. And I don't disrespect your choices, it's simply I value my survival very highly.
Fair. I get that, yeah, that's fair.
Though, if you do end up in, say, Lathan, mayhaps look up Captain Blackhand. He's an associate of mine, and if you mention my actual name, you might get some help from him.
I
Sounds
think
good.
we will do that. And I
Okay,
will
let me make sure I'm not giving you misinformation, though. I'm pretty sure it's Blackhand, but
Oh, Michael shaking his head.
nope.
Maestro's already trying to sabotage the party.
Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan, sorry.
Who's Captain Morgan?
Yes,
Kyler
I'm thinking.
gets up,
I
puts
got
his leg on the
the
table.
I got the name of like two things confused.
All right, Captain
Look up
Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
Only for the best of times.
I think we asked for the wrong
Yeah.
captain.
Brain.
over there.
Brain can be very selective on what to remember.
Yeah,
Rub on our minds.
you go there and you ask, Captain Blackhand looks towards you. What the hell? Who the hell are you? We're looking for our friend. You get all out of here. No, our friend is really here. No, I'm telling you right now, he's not here.
No, Captain Morgan.
That'd be so cool.
Excuse
All right,
me.
no. Captain Morgan. All right.
Got it.
You know, it doesn't
Uh,
surprise me that you forgot Captain Morgan, because I think a great many of us have forgotten Captain Morgan.
Brain.
It was a
But
misdirection.
beyond
actually.
that, though I would have loved to have worked on this and fixed it and had it ready for you, maybe even make it brand new, I'm going to have to give you back this.
Ah, the Bane of Berrythune. Well, I accept. Who knows? Maybe I'll reforge it and rename it.
You've
I can't send the thing to Tenzin because he's not here to accept or anything.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll put it in. It's fine.
Gabe's gonna come back. Everyone just stared at the camera. Hey, Gabe, guess what?
officially
Like,
chosen.
have the chest opening thing from Zelda queued. Tenzin receives a gemstone.
Cue victory music.
Yeah.
I guarantee the first thing he does is try to talk to it.
He's gonna try
I mean, you all at least talk to yours, so he's gonna try to replicate the effect. Something at least happened.
Yeah, we'll see. My stone was pretty chill. Frox's was kind of a dick.
Alexis was an asshole.
We'll kind of see what happens. I mean, mine's out here giving me pretty decent messages, even though I haven't talked to it in a while. Frox was just like, run. Okay, thanks. Jesus.
Run, don't bother me. Fucking down.
Down.
Like just one word statements.
What the hell are you doing talking
My-
to me?
Use the
Why the
stone
fuck are
against
you
the
bothering me?
dragon. Oh, okay, cool. I'll use the stone against the dragon. Frox, down. Okay, thanks. Down. So we'll see what Tenzin gets. Well, man, it's been a ride. That's
It is
it's been
definitely
one way
good
to
so.
put it.
And
I think when we first met, it was like just a tavern day, a normal tavern day, and then basically a zombie
Debrios.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you kind of got the onboarding process was maybe a little rushed.
how it
You know,
should go,
maybe
apparently.
the employee transition wasn't as smooth as previous ones, but you know, you did a good job. You even took some friendly fire like a champ. You didn't report it to HR. So, you really
We have
really
HR.
What? No. Linus pops.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why just go away?
Commander, you may have to get you actually did approximately 16 points of fire damage to your friend.
I think I've hit Ishtar twice. I think because
Yeah.
didn't I hit it by accident, rolling a nat 1 earlier?
You did.
So I've hit Ishtar twice.
Look, I could be okay with Ishtar because Ishtar can't die. Ishtar
Yeah,
just goes inoperable.
I blew you
Me,
up
on the
last
other
time.
hand,
I mean, I can make it go inoperable, but like permanently. we can make that happen.
Tyler's like, you're not a chosen one. That's it. Sorry,
Get out.
You're not a chosen one.
you know too much.
Open the window. I can.
one other thing, this ring. Does anybody particularly want this? I shouldn't have too much need of it where I'm going.
Well, I think it would be funny for me to just appear out of nowhere. I think we should hand it off to someone a little more not chonky.
Maybe
Like, Frox.
I'll take it if no one wants it.
Devin can turn invisible already, I think, right?
I don't know. I think if I ever recall, let's see. I don't think you have anything you're attuned to currently. So
So Ica.
Hey, let me look. Nope, you have 3 attunements.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I have a lot of magic items, so
Oh, okay.
I'm 2 out of 3,
I
but I
mean-
don't think I need a.
I guess Tenzin can also have it. He pops out of nowhere raging.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, okay. Rocks it is then.
All right. Oh, I should probably get rid of my rum bottles.
Since you all are sitting around the table, divvying out stuff, the rain increases, pattering down. Yadir looks towards all of you, smiles.
Why is he doing that?
Well,
What?
not to sour the mood, but I've also got something to take off my chest. Don't think we finished that chat back there.
Nope.
no, we didn't.
Maestros is it, man. No holds barred. You fucking. You're already leaving.
No holds barred? Alright, bet. Let's go.
All right. Yes. Let's chat.
All right. It's gonna take like a couple swigs, whatever that is. Take like a deep breath.
Yeah. What are we drinking?
Rum.
Fuck yeah.
60% ABV. It's spiced. It's delicious.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
also
Alright.
seems to be quite elite.
Right. Okay, where to start? Well, you know where I come from, those congruences back there in the marshes. Well, they're actually pretty well known. Part of the history of the place. It's a bit ironic, you know, that we found ourselves in such a similar place. But, you know, I digress a little. Okay. Right. Back when I was growing up, I was a bit of an oddball. I was sort of left for dead when I was like this tall. I had nothing but this black stone to me name. Most of the people in the circle I was taken into, well, had those pointy ears like CJ had, you know. And the one person in 100 of those people, if they hadn't have found me, well, I wager I'd be more of a dead one than a chosen one, if you catch my drift. He kinda takes another drink. Well, I was showing both sides of the coin over there. Pulls out a coin, kind of like flips it. And it's like holds out one. It's like the one where those around you treat you as a screw up and have you judged before you've spoken a word. It kind of turns it to the other side. But also the one where you're given a chance. And not some sentimental word or action, you know, that people do just to make themselves feel better and sleep at night, but a real chance, you know, to experience life. And then looking back towards Aika. Aika, I need you to understand, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what happened, I was always gonna make sure you were alright. And you, Aika, too. Hey, Kyler. Even you, Maestro.
Ica too.
I want
You-
to know how you planned to keep me around after the fight. I mean,
Yes. I'll get to that, but I think, it'd be best served if I showed you how rather than told you how. As I was saying, all of you, especially Kyler and Aika, you've been my friends since I left home. And I put a lot of trust in you. And that's why back there in that room with Kalima, you know, when you went to cut me down, Kyler, and you struck me with your lightning, Aika, that was like the first time I questioned that trust, you know? It's like, I want you to have a little faith in me. I mean, thinking about it,
to
What
be
does-
fair, I wasn't aiming for you. You kind of jumped in the way.
oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you maybe didn't have eyes and see what I was doing with Kyler.
Well, I'm sorry. I had just gotten revived and told we need to kill Kalima, and that's all I knew. So that's what I was trying to do,
The memories
okay?
are back now, okay? Water over the bridge. Right. So, anyways, we're chosen ones, right? I'd like to think, that comes with a responsibility. We should be using that power, for the good of people. And I'm sorry, I really am. I put everyone in danger bringing Grugash back, I know. And lives were lost. And that's something I gotta live with. But I can't just change who I am. And I can't help, but try and see just even the tiniest bit of good in people. And if that's something you're expecting me to change, well, don't really know what to tell you. But, I mean, I kind of like pull out her black stone and like set it on the table. Well, if that's what you want, then you can have this stone and I can go on my way too.
I don't think any of us want you to leave, Ferox.
Michael, can you kick Faith from the Discord? just
Goddamn.
all the way out, like just
God.
no.
Erase.
I don't want to like cut you off. Are you done talking?
Yeah,
Or
that's it.
okay, I just wanted to let you talk. Okay, so just so you know, I know how it looks. Wasn't gonna kill you. Non-lethal trip attack. I was ready to go. I wasn't gonna actually kill you, but I had at the time 2 more superiority dice. So I was gonna to trip attack you. I wasn't actually gonna try to kill you. I wasn't even gonna. I was gonna specify non-lethal just to trip. But I do know how that looks. We were obviously in the heat of battle. There's a
Exactly,
dragon,
yeah. That's
dragon
more like-
screaming. So yeah, no, I get how that looks, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to say, I didn't make it look like I was gonna kill you. I totally get that. Seeing the good in Grugash is maybe the only thing I don't see, just because of how blatantly evil he was to Trisha's body and Aika and screaming at us. Again, like he was near death and he chose not to attack and like monologue. He was kind of being a dick. And so I never saw any points where he was any good. He just always seemed like a very evil dragon. So that's kind of where I'm like, that's the only thing where I was like, I don't understand why he was revived. I've already specified. Aika, no offense, please. I didn't know Ferox was going to bring you back. I don't know everything that Ferox can do. I was ready for you to be dead. I was more expecting Grugash to be dead permanently. I don't think it mattered anyway. I think we can all agree that Grugash was able to come back just fine, but I just don't see where there's any good in Grugash. That's it. That's the only one where I don't see anything there.
But let me explain to you what I thought. Right?
Yeah, go for it.
I think when people, and I know he's a dragon, but he's still, he's got a heart. I think people, when they're scared, they're prone to do things. And in that moment, I actually think, in a sense, he was lashing out so much because he wanted to die. And I had hope that, and maybe I was ignorant, but I'd hoped that maybe if he saw at least even one person who, despite all his best efforts to sway them, still believed that he was capable of something more, that maybe even if there's a 1% chance that maybe he was willing to try.
I guess we don't know for sure. I think Grugash knew he could come back. So
Possible.
I think maybe that's why he was being so evil. I mean, we can always try to talk to him now. Look, a lot can happen in 5 months. We really don't know what's going on. So, as far as we know, I mean, Orsiphus may already be back, and he may be shrouded in that shit again. We don't know, but I mean, we could. He might be dead. I don't know. What did the matriarch say? They did what we couldn't. Is that what? She said, yeah, I don't know what that
she
means.
said that.
I don't know what that means. So who knows? Maybe they killed Grgash. I don't know. This is also, and I'm going to look at everyone here, including my, this is my home. Devin, or not Devin, Marina, Tenzin, they're not from here either. Like, this is my home. And yeah, I'm maybe from Baldur, but look, I haven't really encountered a dragon that's even remotely nice. Grgash only negotiated with us because we had something for him. You know, it was all selfish, and that's how he kept us from eating us. So maybe he's willing to talk now, because he said he had two masters, and I think obviously we could conclude at this point, Damodar and Orsiphus. Maybe the connection's fully severed. Maybe he won't be a massive dick. So maybe we can actually try. You know, I know, you know, it may seem like we're trying to go with the literal term dragon slayers here, but I mean, you know, we can slay evil thoughts maybe. So I'm not against not killing him. It was just that, I guess in that moment when obviously I went down a couple times and he brought me, I kind of just getting my ass kicked. You know, it looks bad, but I get what you're saying. I do. I'm completely understanding that. And I mean, why would you want to not kill things if it's, you know, a way out of it?
I can see where you're coming from, but I hope you can also see where I'm coming from. When you use the last of your power to revive and then say you have a plan, but you still haven't told me what the plan was.
I think you're one that appreciates magic, right? It's something that I've read about a lot, but it was only a few days, you know, before our encounter with Grgash that I really actually understood what it. But I'm gonna need some stuff for it. I don't know. You mind a little shopping trip in the rain?
What do we do?
Actually would mind that.
Then maybe
Cast
we
an
save it for
umbrella, you
tomorrow.
dick.
Oh, busting through the door.
Oh, it's that dude.
Maybe up. Stairs, just kind of waving hand towards Yadi really quickly and begins to shuffle down the stairs, aim towards the bar, and then stops and slowly kind of notices peripherals you all at the table.
Oh, shit, nobody
Just
look.
wide-eyed.
Look at your headset.
Oh, oh my goodness! Oh, look at all of you. You all are back here. Yes, it's good. Wow, where have you all been? God, it's even set out the finest. No problems here, Ben. Give me a couple mug here. Pour himself some of the rum from the cask and set out for you all by yonder. You can kind of fill it out and takes a plate as well and shovels some food on it.
Kind of look at everyone like eyes like we're not going into details.
Nope.
You know, just trying to figure out the marshes thing, you know, and you know, that's about all we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Offended the four after you left that one time. However,
That's your kid or your apprentice or whatever.
Oh yeah, your we rescued your little apprentice friend.
Yes, of course. He's done quite well, grown great indeed, and forgotten all about the past. No worries there, and well,
Knowing it's still fresh in my mind because it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, the past.
been some
past,
time.
man. Yeah, it's been some time.
You've been up in the marshes for how long?
You know,
Tyler says dejectedly 5 months.
eyes open 5 months. I think around 5 months. I think is what we were told. You know, it's hazy up there, right? People forget.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. How did everything go up north? Are we good there? We're good.
Oh yes, everything is
Okay,
fine.
good.
We have, well, remedied the situation. Oh, that is some good shit, Yadi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nice, right? I understand.
Did you
why
all
you wanna leave.
did you all pay for this?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Maestro paid when he talked to Yadi. Yeah.
Takes another thing of the mug of rum,
Okay.
downing an entire mug of it.
Oh, all right.
Listen, I was just talking with Commander Rimar Luda actually this morning, and
Good.
mentioning for the change patrols that come back. There is dramaticness happening across all of the marshes. They are becoming different to a forest. It's remarkable.
Good.
It's astonishing. It's something I never thought I would see in my lifetime, quite frank.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And back of my mind, and the commander's as well, is what happened to all of you? Well, you all at the table. This is remarkable. Oh,
I actually planned on. I said we literally just got back. I planned on maybe like a debrief with the commander.
oh, yes.
Next session. In a couple hours.
Perhaps next session we will
Yeah,
have the debrief there.
Perfect.
But you all,
But
but I do have a great deal to tell you. Great deal.
oh. Okay.
Looks around.
Uh-oh.
Grabs from a scroll case, begins to pull out and shuffle across the table. This is a map to Gurja.
To what?
I remember correctly. This is all the map that this is the map that you all obtained.
Yes.
Oh, that we-
it's the one to
that we turned
the
over?
old Dwarven city.
Yes. This
Yeah, that's right. It's been a while.
Faint memories. Just remember it because we found it in a very interesting chest.
good, because I stole it.
What?
Maestro. See you, pal.
Yep, time for me to go.
Wait, where are you
Sure,
going?
you're
Come
back.
back here!
Yeah, it's sure back. I'm out. Feel like I'm tired of you people. You people are terrible. Every time I'm with you, something goes bad.
Like, he'll listen, but he knows, like, he's not going to be involved in the BS that comes with that.
And taps the mum. I may have taken something else.
What? What else could you have taken? Oh God.
Thuranokan may or may not be in my room at the temple.
Oh,
Are you? Oh God.
Oh.
You know what? I suddenly became deaf.
You know? Maybe Maestro, I'm gonna join you. Bodyguard for the shows or something. I don't know.
hang
Can
on.
we have a day of
There's
rest?
a good reason. There is good reason. Please, hear me
What?
out. There's great reason.
What could possibly be the good reason?
This map, you see. This map is very important. It's very important.
Okay, why?
I believe that Palor is acting of a higher power at this moment. The staff that was imbued into that Thuranokan, well, it used to come from the Sundry. It was a piece of it, you see. I believe that even though the staff was corrupted by the Black-Handed Bane, that it, in its final act of desperation, had done due diligence by my Lord and Savior Palo.
Praise Palo.
There was a reason why Thuranokan had lived, and indeed, the proper spirit was imbued. That is indeed Thuranokan. After due diligence by Lord Downfalor and just absolute interrogation, and by my hand as well, the assumptions were made that Thuranokan is indeed Thuranokan. This is not the
Floor
work.
is the floor.
We
the
kind
Black-
of figured.
Silence yourself! Listen to me! do this at great peril for my own safety. If Lord down for law was to find out that I had taken the scroll and have stolen the Nokan person, well, I might as soon be put to the stake or hanged or whatever the.
Oh, it's execution.
I will serve over.
Yeah, I mean, what about that last guy who
But
did
I
necromancy in your city?
prize
think you'd be like him.
myself as a servant of Pelor himself. There is no one greater than Pelor, and I believe this is a sign, truly. And if this map was to be given to all of you on first right, and Thurnokan was to arise, and you have all done what it is the commander said that you have strove out to do, and now we stare. The marshes are no longer, that it might be something else. But I think it is all for you to do. Yes. Yes. But when you are ready, here's the map. Listen. When you are ready, come to the temple. And you will take Thurnokan to Gerdur, yes.
How long are you going to have him?
Well, I mean, he just lives in my room. I give him food.
Oh.
He's been there for 3 months.
Oh, okay. Jesus. All right.
I was expecting you all to be back quite a great deal
too.
earlier.
Yeah, we were, trust me, we were trying, but
Shit happened.
Shit does
Oh
indeed
my-
happen, yes.
oh my god.
A few days.
Oh my
god.
You
You all
waited a couple months. You can wait a couple more days, but I promise we'll
take,
talk to you.
take
Priest Dunley,
Take as much time as you need. Yes, yes, you, yes.
your church, does it have some of these? And she's gonna kind of like describe like some like oils and unguents, things like that.
I believe that is, or potentially a resurrection, or other matters of bringing back someone to life, yes?
Something like that.
I can get those reagents for you, of course. What is it you are looking to do?
Again, it's better shown than told. But if you can get them to me by, say, the morning, it'd be great.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm asking quite a lot of you all, I suppose. So I've drinking a great deal of rum. Rather quickly. Thought this would... I would need it for what I was saying. And I did. Okay.
Yep.
You also should know that Lord Downfall is going to be here tomorrow with a regiment of paladins headed for the far south.
Oh, why you going to the south? Why?
They fully have mobilized, and they are proceeding down. You didn't hear it from me. Come to the temple, please. When you're all good and ready, Thornokan will be ready, and I'll have the reagents waiting. Runs out.
Wow, that was interesting.
What
You
the
guys are
fuck?
gonna be quite embroiled in some shit.
It's one thing after the other.
Not even a day's rest, huh?
You know, if 5 months didn't pass, I maybe wouldn't mind this, but I feel like we could have got a lot done. Oh, Teds and Marina are gonna be so confused when they wake up.
Yeah, they were so tired. They went straight off.
They're partying with the boys, catching.
You just one part of the
Well-
fort. You just hear disco music.
Well,
So,
what's that map look like? I can't remember what it looks like. I gave it away so quickly.
I think it was kind of taken more than given away.
Well, I looked at the rest of the party. No one said anything, so I was like, all right, cool, here you go. Could have kept it.
You undo the scroll case and look. As you do, begin to stretch and look. Map begins to unfurl itself, coming towards you, embodied. As it does, I'm going to go ahead and circle on the continent map where exactly this is showing in terms of this particular area.
Son of a bitch.
Bam.
God damn it. We just left.
I
I know it's not in it, but we just left. Well. Oh, it's in the mountains. Yeah, dwarves makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna speak in dwarvish. Fuck me.
Yeah, what was that?
What? No, nothing. Go. Holy shit.
There you
That's not what I was expecting to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, how's your headache doing?
Takes another drink.
So, I don't know about you guys. I think we take just a personal day or two. Just, we do the quick debriefs. We talk to the Lord Thalmor tomorrow morning or whatever, but we just take a personal day or two. We rejuvenate. I feel like we're getting back on the same page here, and then we'll decide where to go.
So, Ferox, is our conversation just over until you get to show whatever you wanted to show?
I mean-
Suspended.
It's kind of hard for me to explain. You know, what I do, it's not like your magic. It kind of just comes from more of feeling, I guess.
Yeah. Most other kinds of magic tend to come more naturally, I guess. So we are gonna wait till the morning then to continue the conversation.
I think that sounds like a good idea. We can, again, obviously next session, but debrief Commander, but then do some shopping for people who need to resupply.
Definitely you guys. Good
Yeah.
job.
I'll poke around just for information on a blacksmith who could help with the sword. I highly doubt we'll get someone who could help here, but maybe I can get tips. But
You should probably also visit that one lady we saw before we went to the marshes.
Paxima,
Yes, her.
that I think is a good one to visit too.
That's where we'll be doing what it is I'm doing.
All right, fine.
Oh.
There we go. But out of it.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we can. I think we take a leisure day. We'll still go do the important stuff, but I think just slowly. I think we're all tired. I want to take a bath.
I would love a bath right now.
Sounds good. So as
Well, yeah. Fuck yeah.
back into the fray.
It never stops, baby.
Never stops.
I mean, for them, it did 5 months, right? It did for them. But
They got a 5-month break. We come
we
back.
show up
right
like a
back
day
into
and a
the
half
shit.
later. Like, oh man, I'm so tired. Stole a map and a person. What the fuck?
My god, I knew that guy was gonna come back to bite us in the ass. That
You
guy
know?
specifically.
I mean, the map I wasn't too I was surprised, but
The map would've been fine.
person. It's like I also stole a guy. I'm like, no.
I was half expecting him to say, "Oh, and I brought back all the scattered remnants of the
Yeah,
staff
I
too."
thought maybe like he had a plan for something on it. I was like, no, he's living in his fucking bedroom. Oh.
You. It's like one last goodbye to Kyler. Ishtar pops up and wraps him up in string again.
Ooh.
So
Hold me, daddy.
as you go to Yad, you're getting rooms for a bath,
Yeah.
for hospitality, for warmth, for invitation. Of course, the day begins to pass by. You go and shop. We can always retcon going out during the day and shopping, but For now, we'll go ahead and fast track it. It's concluding kind of the end of the session. So as we begin to kind of fast track that, get towards the afternoon, toward the evening. Yadir looks towards you, Maestro, with kind of a upper brow, and raises it, staring in your kind of position, the table that you currently sit at for the afternoon evening. Stretched across, looking into the distance. At the window, you notice there is a carriage that is pulled up, a stagecoach, if you will. 4 horses currently on it. Yadir kind of chuckles to himself, begins to kind of take the hand, looking towards the front door, in your direction, smiles for you to depart.
All right. I get up, kind of look over the place one last time, and then I head out.
Okay. You climb into the stagecoach. This person that is the carriage, the person who's actually the actual coach that's on it, right? The person that's there. It's a halfling, quite stout. Has a mixture of different kind of browns and tans in the vest and the blouse and the leathers of the actual pants. Kind of looks towards you and has a little bit of a kind of smile on the face as you kind of clamber in. Kind of chuckles to themselves as they kind of take the reins into the horses as they take flight, begin to go, aimed towards the south of the fort, outside as you travel.
Yay!
Right.
You lived. Congratulations.
I mean, in all honesty, my character would not be that easy to kill. Like, hitting them while they're down, of course, would do damage, heavy, but if they were making death saving throws, they have advantage.
Oh, Jesus. That's pretty nice.
Because, like, I don't expect to be coming back because of my schedule, so I won't say. So I feel kind of free to say some stuff. They've died before, like in their backstory.
Oh, gotcha.
So survival really is a thing for them.
Sweet.
So
I'm hoping, if things somehow can work out again, great. I'd love to hear it.
yeah.
But real life's always the most important thing. So go get him, Tiger.
Don't worry, we'll keep a pity stone around in case you come back and need a new one.
We're gonna find a fucking
Pity
just like
stone.
bland ass stone.
Sorry, Tenzin completed his, but here's this rock.
I have this rock here for you. Here you go.
It's a nice
pretty
rock.
shiny. Not
It's
to
a
brag.
nice rock. Oh man.
I wonder how that egg is doing after 5 months.
That is true.
Yeah, that's kind of what my mind is. Why? 5 months, I left that egg in a vault.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Next, the commander runs in. Whoa, you're all back? There's a dragon out and the keep is going crazy.
Kyler and Frost Damage. I'll be back in a minute. Man.
So, Maestro, what's important is that when you hopped into this carriage, something that you noticed that in your backstory is that these particular individual, as well as the carriage itself, seems to pertain to the Golden Hand. So there is some familiarity as far as that. And potentially, Maestro, now uncovering this and hopping into the carriage, is that Yadir has a connection to the Golden Hand.
Oh,
So
I
as you-
remember. I'm sorry.
So
Because
as
he
you-
was selling stories.
Exactly. So as you're traveling to Lathan, so it'll be the conclusion of your character story potentially as you return back. We'll go back to Priest Dumley. So Priest Dumley is kind of important is that, taking flight, there's a great deal of time that happened coming back. What has exactly happened, right? Like, how did he get the map? How did he get Thurin Oakand out of the keep? what had transpired that allowed Priest Emily to do this. Definitely questions to ask. Priest Emily, when he came in, he was out of breath. He was frantic a little bit, right? He sat down, he began to shovel food into his mouth, he began to drink excessively, and then finally he got the words to say it. He just got it out there, and he's attempting to set you all onto the path as quickly as possible, and had anticipated your arrival for a great deal earlier, but you never came. Now it seems as though the next day here to this day, the actual Lord Thalon Flor himself, as well as his paladins and soldiers, are actually on the march, headed to the south, to the war. So it's a good time. I think it's a good point, at least, to stop for our send off there of your character there. Hopefully you had fun with the group here.
I definitely did.
The time you had, and of course,
Maester's on his way out. 'Cause fuck this.
Maester's on his way out. I think that, for your character too, your story, it kind of actually makes a little sense. In my mind, it's getting hot. Things are happening.
It's getting really hot.
Literally,
I
you
just
just
pissed
get
off a
back-
dragon.
Yeah,
We
he gets off a dragon.
experienced.
Come
So,
back to a first tavern, you're like, oof. Guy comes in, I stole a person and a map.
I'm
"Alright,
done.
guys,
I'm
like
done.
Jerry
I stole a
Seinfeld.
person and a
I'm
map.
out.
The fucking dude I stole it from is coming along with a full bunch of paladins and shit.
I think I've overstayed my welcome.
It's like, you know what? I think this is a good point to leave.
Best of luck, guys. I'll see you around.
All the chosen ones just go home.
We're going
Thank you,
home
but
now.
dude,
We can't do this anymore.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. You can rest now.
Like, I don't even fight that much myself. I just control Istar, but now I'm so tired.
You're emotionally drained.
Yeah.
You're low
After-
physically, but like you're also just like, dude, I'm so tired of this. Oh man.
If you are watching the stream, thanks so much. We appreciate it for the shorter session here and the send off for one of our players, Maestro. And we will go ahead and come back next week. So if you're gonna watch next week, appreciate that. And we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.